Hola, peeps. I figured that I would try something new, so I'm trying a vlog for a digital writing workshop. Marked a couple parts that I want to talk about. One of the things that really rang true to me is about making their audience real, and I thought that was really cool. I can remember writing things and feeling like teacher's the only audience, that's it, there you go. However, with this, it's just like this year when kids were posting things on Blackboard, or even last year too, it seemed a little more real to them, and so I felt more effort, more energy, more attention to detail from kids, and no matter what we're asking them to do, if they're spending more time and it becomes more meaningful, I think that's a really important part of our job as teachers, is we have to make education relevant. The other thing that kind of popped up in my head, only because of the many conversations we had over the last year, was that the idea of credit and grading and everything else. On page 4, they were talking about who gets credit. And one of the things that I thought was, we as teachers are so preoccupied in who has to do what. Who gets credit for this? What grade is that? Is that truly a 4 or is it a 3? Is it a 3 or is it a 2? And I think those conversations in some ways are good, but I think they can be the thick of very thin things, and it's not really what our job is as teachers. I think we get overwhelmed about this rather than what we could be teaching or how we could be improving or what we could be pushing on. So that was another thing. One of the things that I feel like there were some writing assignments, like summaries of this and summaries of that, that they seem fairly meaningless to students, and if they seem meaningless, they're going to put forward a very small amount of effort. And I think this gives us a chance to make things more meaningful, and it also gives us a chance to use that cutting-edge technology, because when they get older, they're going to be able to need to use this technology, not just for school, but potentially in jobs. I mean, we could have film editors, we could have people who work, for computer companies, and this could light a passion for one of those areas. One of the other pieces that I feel that we don't do enough of is the nonfiction piece. And I feel, as an English teacher, yeah, we want to use nonfiction, but for social studies, almost solely nonfiction. There's a lot of bias in there, but it's solely nonfiction. As we move into like science, we move into like, kids that are in Shane's tech ed class, or people that are in, art classes and whatnot, they need to be able to talk with and be articulate about what is important and why. The fiction and the stuff that my kids write for me as an English teacher is really, really good at the very beginning of the year. However, the nonfiction piece, even though I think a lot of teachers teach, the 5-paragraph essay, it seems lacking, like, to be able to explain why and to write for, like, an academic audience seems foreign. And when they were talking about using RSS feeds and social bookmarking and other elements of blogs, I thought this would be an element to make writing more real. Also a way for us to kind of work on other things with kids and teaching them what to do and how to do. The last part on page 32, when they were talking about looking at the extent of the power of blogging, the Zotero interface, which I thought looked really, really cool. I think when we talk about teaching kids how to cite and how to use sources and how not to plagiarize, I think this is one way to kind of do this. I think this is a way for kids to really reference things and figure things out. And I know when they get older and they have to write those parenthetically cited papers, that would be really cool. So anyway, hope everyone's summer is going well, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.